Nope. Physically, I don't bloat.
Okay.
It's a gift.
Welcome to MsMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the unscripted moments that were kept in Bridesmaids.
Yes, I'm with him. I'm a Mrs. Iglesias.
No, you're not.
For this list, we'll be looking at the hysterical bits from this hit comedy that weren't planned but made it to the screen anyway. Which of these made you laugh the hardest? Sound off in the comments. Number 7. Engagement Party. When you have women as funny and talented as Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Ellie Kemper, Wendy McLendon-Covey, Maya Rudolph, and Rebel Wilson in your movie, you better be open to improv.
Tienes con vivir en las fortalezas. And gracias.
And thankfully, director Paul Feig was. While every scene in the film was scripted, they would get one take as written and then often do another, allowing the women to improvise.
That's what friends are for.
And the very funny engagement party is one such scene. Looking at a draft of the script dated 2009, Ellie Kemper and her husband finishing each other's sentences isn't there.
We went on a sweetheart honeymoon.
Oh.
Where did you guys go?
Disney World.
Oh. We finished each other's sentences, sorry.
And while Melissa McCarthy does fall off a cruise ship in the script, the whole story about how it happened looks to have been one of many great McCarthy improvs.
Took a hard, violent fall, kind of pinballed down, hit a lot of railings, broke a lot of shit.
Number 6. The sequence outside of the airplane bathroom. We should tell you right now that Melissa McCarthy is on this list a lot.
Protect and serve, Air Marshal style.
What?
This was the performance that took her to the next level of stardom. And as it turns out, much of it had to do with her being allowed to improvise. Like with the scene where her character Megan is flirting with Air Marshal John outside of the airplane bathroom.
Hey, not Air Marshal John, you want to get back in that restroom and not rest?
No. I have to get back to my seat.
Yeah, you gotta get back on my seat.
According to Ben Falcone, who not only plays John, but is also the actress's real-life husband, all McCarthy had to say was, "Let's go to the restroom and not rest." And after that, she was free to do her thing. And she sure did.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I gotta get back to my seat. Could you just move your leg, please? I gotta go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody found a souvenir.
Number 5. The iPod Nano line. For this one, we go back to the airplane where, according to Ben Falcone, much was wildly improvised, including McCarthy's line about the iPod Nano.
I gotta know where you keep the gun, man. I mean, is it ankle, hip, lower back? You don't between the cheeks, do you?
Her character, Megan, is convinced that Falcone's character is an air marshal and that he has a gun on him somewhere, maybe even between his cheeks.
I just know of a guy that did a lot of undercover work, and all I know is he had tape marks all up and down his cheeks.
That can't be true. People don't keep guns up their asses because if you needed to use it, how are you gonna get it?
We aren't sure of how much of this entire interaction was scripted, but we do know that the bit about the Nano going up someone's butt was all improvised.
I can put my Nano. I will show you. If you get me scissors, I will cut a hole in my pocket. And you'll never find this again until I want you to find it.
You can even see Falcone trying to hold it together and not laugh at all the great lines she was throwing at him. Number 4. Rose Byrne speaking Thai.
Doug Lee, I'm sorry, inside joke. You better not keep my Lil on a leash because I still need my drunken Saturday nights at Rockin' Sushi, okay?
Prior to this film, Rose Byrne wasn't someone you'd think of when it comes to comedy and improv, given that she was better known for her roles in the TV show Damages and movies like Troy.
Sun God will have his vengeance.
What's he waiting for?
The right time to strike.
But on the Bridesmaids set, she proved she could hang with the best of them when she improvised part of her speech at the engagement party and said a few words in Thai.
Kun ben song nong kong chan, sung chan jakat madai, my ben chennan.
Well, actually, she just made up the words. But the producers really dug the improv, so they had her learn some actual Thai words for her to say.
It means, you are a part of me, a part that I could never live without. And I hope and I pray that I never have to. Kap kun ka. Kap kun ka.
Number 3, firecrackers. So, as it turns out, not only was much of McCarthy's pity party speech improvised, it initially wasn't even part of the movie.
I don't think you want any help. I think you want to have a little pity party. Yeah, I think Annie wants a little pity party. Is that what you want? Ow! You're an asshole, Annie.
In the original script, Annie's reckoning came from a collections agency call center agent in Mumbai who, after spending much of the movie getting the runaround, finally gives it to Annie straight. However, once McCarthy was on board, they rewrote the scene to have the straight talk come from Megan.
I'm life and I'm gonna bite you in the ass. Ow! Ow!
And McCarthy took the script and, as per usual, made it her own.
They used to try to blow me up. They threw firecrackers at my head. Firecrackers. I mean, literally. I'm not saying that figuratively.
She improvised the whole firecracker thing, the stuff about being wealthy, and her high security clearance.
You know what I did? I pulled myself up. I studied really hard. I read every book in the library, and now I work for the government. I have the highest possible security clearance. Don't repeat that.
Number 2, climb that like a tree. For this one, let's go back to Melissa McCarthy's first scene in the movie.
I met a dolphin down there, and I swear to God, that dolphin looked not at me, but into my soul, into my goddamn soul, Annie, and said, "I'm saving you, Megan." Not with his mouth, but he said it, I'm assuming telepathically.
You know, the one where she made up the story about how she fell off the cruise ship and a dolphin looked into her soul? Well, at the end of that scene, she hilariously mistakes a man standing next to Annie as Annie's date.
That I don't even know if I can, oh, Jesus. Hey, shut my mouth. Look at, unbelievable. You must be Annie's fella. I'm Megan. It's a pleasure.
When she finds out he isn't with her, she's very happy he's single because she has plans for him.
I'm glad he's single because I'm gonna climb that like a tree.
Those plans were not in the script though. As she told her friend Octavia Spencer, when the man crossed in front of her, she thought,
he was just a sweet gentleman in the background, and he made a cross in front of me, and I thought, that seems like the right thing to say.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Kristen Wiig on the plane.
Help me, I'm poor.
No.
As it turns out, Melissa McCarthy wasn't the only one making stuff up in the classic airplane scene. Kristen Wiig also showed off her awesome improvisational skills on the plane, particularly after her character got high and drunk. In fact, director Paul Feig told Vanity Fair that he shot the drunk scenes about 7 or 8 times because he never knew what Wiig was going to do each time. And he loved it.
Every time we would do a take, Kristen would do something different, and she was so funny at playing drunk that I just kept doing it over and over again because she would always come in with something new that made me laugh.
While some of it was scripted, much of it was just Kristen doing her thing.
Party in the town of lights and dreams.
And that includes the hysterical "I'm ready to party" song and dance moment.
I feel relaxed and I'm ready to party with the best of them.
Also, Feig stated that her aggressive, whining attitude towards Helen right after that, quote, came out of nowhere as well.
We're going to a restaurant tonight. I know the owner, so it's just
You
telling me.
do? Oh, Helen is the owner.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.